I have rheumatoid arthritis.
Yeah.
I have a galloping case of rheumatoid arthritis. I have the rheumatoid arthritis
My mom's got it.
that you see in the books, that disfigures people's and cripples people. It's in my family, you know, it runs in families and stuff.
Mine too.
And I've been through every single protocol that there is for rheumatoid arthritis, except one. I've not taken gold. Gold, they inject gold into your veins,
Right.
and it dissipates through your system. It's the best thing out there. It's also the most toxic substance in the universe. And if you do it wrong, you kill yourself. And ultimately, you build a tolerance and you die from it, or you stop. And then, so I've been taking, I've been going through all these protocols. My arthritis was late onset, I mean, when I was 46. I woke up one morning, I was basically paralyzed from the neck down. Couldn't move, couldn't stand, couldn't walk, couldn't do anything. I didn't put my own shoes and socks on for a year and a half. My wife put them on. And it wasn't that I couldn't put my shoes and socks on, but I couldn't bend to get there. And even if I got there, I had no strength in my hands to be able to do just that mechanism. So I've been through all the protocol. I've been through methotrexate and aspirin and Celebrex and all this stuff. I'm now using Humira, which is a relatively new class of drugs. It's a synthetic compound. No side effects. Theoretically, that's true. I have not experienced any side effects. But because Humira did not work, I'm now taking the maximum dose of Humira that's possible to do, which is 3 injections a month. So every 10 days I'm taking an injection of Humira. Jack gave me this about, what, Jack, maybe 8 weeks ago?
Maybe somewhere around there.
7, 8 weeks,
Yeah,
something like that.
not any more than that, yeah.
But prior to that, my wife is also a chiropractor. And, you know, we've been looking at nutritional things because I know that for a reaction, there's an equal and opposite reaction. You're going to have a reaction to something, even if they tell you you're not. There's going to be a reaction. So I've been trying to find some other way to address this. My problem is if I get off of Humira, in 3 weeks, 6 weeks, I'm in a wheelchair for life. Because once you get to a point, you can't really come back. And I'm sure you've experienced that up until ASEA. So I started doing better nutrition, not great, but better. I got involved with PMF treatments, which helps the inflammation, which is really what arthritis is all about. Definitely helped, no question about it. Jack turned me onto this thing about 7 weeks ago
Something about that.
or so.
Mm-hmm.
And I did the same thing. The first time I did, I wasn't taking enough. I was taking, a couple ounces, and I didn't notice anything. It wasn't doing anything. But I've been taking it, and Jack says, "So how's it going?" I said, "Well, I don't know. Nothing's happening." And he said, "Well, you got to take more." So I did, in fact, up the amount I was taking. And so the results of this is there's nothing dramatic. I mean, my life hasn't changed. I'm not doing gymnastics. I'm not cross-country skiing. I'm not playing hockey like I used to. Because I have arthritis, and I still have arthritis, except I don't have the swelling anymore. I don't have the inflammation anymore. I'm not taking the shots every 10 days. Oh, by the way, $1,800 a shot.
Wow.
Well, how much? 1,000.
But if you don't have it, you end up in a wheelchair. But I started taking, in combination with PEMF and ASEA, and I haven't taken Humira in 17 weeks.
Oh, my goodness.
So Jack says, "What's the difference?" I said, "I don't know, nothing." And, nothing happened.
$1,800.
But the point is this. The point is, this is something that happens over the course of time. It's not something that you take it on Monday and on Tuesday you're cured. It doesn't work that way. It's a cumulative thing long-term. And what it does is it gives you back whatever your normal life was. And that's your life, that's normal for you, so you don't expect it, so you don't see it coming. And you don't realize it until somebody says, what are you doing different?
Are you in pain?
None.
Were you
Zero.
in pain, though you were in pain before?
Arthritis is a condition of inflammation, so you're basically in pain 24 hours a
Right,
day.
and you're not in pain.
None,
And
None.
how often were you taking the shots before?
every 10 days.
Every 10 days, and now it's been 17 weeks.
It's been 17 weeks since I've had an injection.
And you haven't had an injection?
No. And my arthritis guy said, whatever you're doing, continue doing it. I'm not even gonna test, I'm not even gonna do any blood scans until you're doing it for 26 weeks. Then I'm gonna do a blood scan because he has baseline stuff, and he's gonna see. My RA factor under the old scale was, everybody in this room has rheumatoid arthritis factor in their blood to some degree, and it's a 1 or a 2, or if you get, if it rains and you get a little tight, maybe you got a 3 or a 4. Mine was 240. It was off the scale. It was so bad that my friend, the doctor who did it, said, I screwed up, we got to do this again. It was 200. I mean, I had the worst case he's ever seen. And at this point, the doctor's not even going to screen for RA factor until 26 weeks. At 26 weeks, we're going to know one way or the other.
How much do you take?
I want to say about 6 or 8 ounces, 6 or 8 ounces a day, which is a pretty good jolt.
Is that what you started with?
No, I started with
Just a couple, you did,
ounces.
yeah, just a couple.
Yeah, a couple ounces. So I drastically.
Yeah, I would do it, yeah, it's about that, at least 2 cases a month.
Yeah, it's about, yeah,
Case every 2 weeks, which
Yeah.
would be about 8 ounces a day,
Yeah.
at least, yeah.
yeah.
Pastor Fred's doing about 12 ounces a day,
Yeah, we'll see. 3 times a day, 4 ounces, yeah.
4 ounces,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's multiplied out.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good jolt, but I was so messed up, and still am at this point, that there's a lot of work.
Well, it keeps working, I mean,
Exactly.
you keep
Wow.
helping those cells, and you just keep
Yeah,
getting better and better,
Yeah.
so don't stop taking.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta keep coming back just to hear your story.
That's awesome.
Week 26.
Exactly.
I wanna know.
I know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I hear, when I was in Salt Lake City, I heard so many stories like that, it was just
Off the chart.
kind of unbelievable.
It's off.
But when you see it, when you experience it, you believe it.
Well, yes, you do, but you don't believe it until you stop and look at it and say, what just happened here?
Yeah.
Because, nothing, I didn't fall off a cliff, nothing dramatic happened.
Yeah.
What happened was you got back to what was normal before
You got,
before this affliction, and it's normal to you, so it's not startling to you.
right.
Wow. Cool.
Well, we've,
That's awesome.